The Spirit of Christmas is really interesting. This was released apparently in 1953, mislabeled as 1952 because of an issue with a jacket on a DVD, apparently. And this is unlike anything I've seen before. I wasn't sure if I'd like this because I'm kind of scared of puppets. I know that's a weird thing to be scared of, possibly, but it's mostly all featuring marionettes. And honestly, I feel like it's really pleasant in the way it's filmed. It's very gentle, it's very inviting. I didn't find it too creepy at all. So if, like me, you don't really like puppets that much, it's actually really pleasing to watch. And this is the story of, well, first of all, a visit from St. Nicholas, and then we have a version of the Nativity. And it's all told with marionettes, and the puppetry work is amazing. Even though I'm very scared of puppets, I can still appreciate the hard work and quality that goes into this kind of thing. And the stories are told in a really beautiful way. My favorite is A Visit from St. Nicholas. I think it was told in a way that was very inviting, very easy to watch. The Nativity was fine, it was done well, but it's not my favorite version of the Nativity. Not that it's my favourite version of A Visit from St. Nicholas, but if I were to choose a favourite out of those two stories, I definitely prefer the first segment with Clement Seymour's Visit from St. Nicholas. It's definitely worth checking out. It's not very long, it's about a half an hour, and it actually starts off with a little bit of live action, which I thought was a nice way to introduce things. And then we get these marionettes telling these stories, and the puppets look great, and they're not, I didn't feel scared or creeped out by them at any point. Well, that's a lie, there were a couple of times when I did, but that's my personal anxieties around these types of puppets than anything else. It's definitely worth checking out. I probably wouldn't watch it that frequently. I won't watch it annually. It's not going to be a new Christmas tradition, but it is something that I think is worth checking out at least once. It apparently used to air quite a lot, quite frequently, and was something that was quite popular. I'd never actually heard of it. It is referred to as the Philadelphia Holiday Classic. It was originally broadcast in Philadelphia. I hadn't heard of it, but I'm pleased I finally had a chance to see it, had a reason to discover it, because it's something a little bit different and definitely worth checking out if you like Christmas films of any nature, particularly, of course, if you like the story of the Nativity or of 'Twas the Night Before Christmas or A Visit from St. Nicholas, as it were. I enjoyed it, definitely worth checking out. If you're like me and you don't really like marionette puppets, it's fine. At least I personally think that generally it's because they're not telling scary stories or anything. It's quite easy to watch, and I'm pleased about that. Definitely worth checking out. I enjoyed it, and although I wouldn't watch it every year, as I said, I would still be happy to watch it again at some point.